Hey heroes, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. Welcome to The First Men series. Happy Monday. What's happy about it is that means there's only 2 days till the official early access launch of the game. So we're doing a new map as promised. We're doing the campaign called Lindaris. Basically, the objective is we have to survive ever-growing evil waves of Zardas minions and protect the depth crawler at all costs. Do not let him die. And eventually, if we last long enough, we're gonna have to kill Zardas, which is, I believe, some sort of boss. Let's jump right in. Let's see. So let's just. I'm gonna pause time right now. I'm gonna pause it because I want to level up all of our characters first, and then we'll start time. So in the bottom left, it tells us Zardas' minions will charge in waves over time from the northwest to the cave near the gathering tree. So there's the gathering tree right there, and here is the depth crawler, which is some sort of water elemental. Protect the water elemental at all costs by making sure the waves are blocked before reaching the depth crawler. And we can always check F3, which is relations, which we didn't really touch upon in my previous 2 videos on how much time is left. So once again, I played this just yesterday and things have already changed. You know, the tooltips have changed. Every day, the devs are working very hard. I see them in the Discord. They're always in groups, and they're always working on improving the game. And there is a roadmap available from the main screen. So let's take a look. So it tells you basically in 40 minutes there will be attack, or basically 6 days and 348 moons. Okay, so let's go to next. And let's start. Let's see, who do we start off with? We start off with 5 characters. And we're going to name them so that's a little bit easier for me to remember. We have, let's see. So I'm taking a look at the beginning stats. We have 2 level ups for each character. Let's see. I'm probably going... Let's see. Lynn is a female. Okay. I know what I'm going to do. This woman, she will be... She's going to be a nursemaid. And then I'm going to give her... Let's see. Should I make her nursemaid? And should I make her a warrior? Or should I make her an entertainer? So the nursemaid, if we remember, nursemaids will take care of children, taking care of their needs. If we don't take care of a baby's needs, like I need to feed, I need to challenge my mind. If you don't handle those needs, it'll become fatal traits. And remember, fatal traits, if they get to 0, if they take the trait down to 0, a character will die. But I know how to take care of that now. So... nursemaid, and I'm just wondering whether we should make you an entertainer or an adventurer. But your skill is so high, so it feels like a waste. So we'll make you an entertainer. Next thing is, let's see, we need a man. We have Alpha and Paul, and we're gonna make... Oh, damn. I'm gonna make Paul a caretaker. So this will... caretaker is a passion only for males, and this will they will teach infants and children, giving them a buff stack. Each stack gives the child or infant 15 experience. So very important trait to have. So we'll give him the caretaker because he has okay soul, better than Alpha, and we will give him also the adventurer, aspiring adventurer passion as well. Okay, so next we have, let's see, Paul. So let's give these characters some names. We have maybe Knight. So we have Knight, and then the other character here we will call it Anubis. And then let's see, we still have a couple characters now. What are we going to do? Okay, so Alpha is a male. We'll call this Hunter, my buddy Hunter. And he is going to be a gatherer because his stat is higher in green. And then the next thing I need to do is probably... I think he's going to be a water carrier. Okay. Next, female, Melody. We will call this Jade, my buddy Jade. And let's see, her stats are high in self, and that's about it. We have an entertainer already. We have a nursemaid already. We don't. So we're gonna have her be a collector, and let's see, should she be a woodcutter or a rock splitter? We're gonna do woodcutter. And the last character, Honor. Let's change Honor's name. Oh, we have another 3 females in this group. Okay, so one more. We'll do it Ginger. And she will also be a collector. And let's see, what should she do? Should she get wood or stone, or should we get the clay? I think we're gonna go for stone. Stone is pretty important right now. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can unpause time. We can start crafting stuff. So we have a gatherer's hut. I'm gonna hold on a second. I'm gonna have Anubis add character to selected party. We're gonna draft her, and we're gonna bring her over here so it reveals some of the map. And once that's done, I'm going to be building some buildings here. So once again, the objective of this map is we have to protect the depth crawler here from any enemies. There's only one way in, inside this spot right here. And there will be waves of enemies every 40 minutes. They're going to come from over basically here. They're going to go travel this way and around. So we're going to be building buildings along here, but not too many. Okay, so now that there's this spot open, I'm going to put the gatherer's hut right over here. Here. Okay, gatherer's hut's done. Rock splitting hut. Rock splitting hut, I know from playing this map that there's a ton of rocks over here, so I'm going to put it right over here. Okay, so we got a rock splitting hut. We need a woodcutter's hut. Jade. So Jade, any way that we can put it right here. Okay, woodcutter's hut. Now bathing hut. We're going to put the bathing hut right here. Okay, and then what else? We got a rocky speech platform. We're going to put that over here-ish, out of the way. Let's see, maybe over here. Okay, what else are we missing? We're missing a nursery. So I'm going to put the nursery close to the gathering tree. Right here, just above is fine. And what are we missing? I think we have everything. The only thing we're missing now is the adventurer's melee training dummy. So I'm going to put that closer to here. Maybe here. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So everything's unpaused. Let's take a look at our stockpile to see what we start off with. We got some rocks. We got some trees. We used up a lot of trees from all the buildings we just selected. We have 1 gathering fruit. So if we want to level someone up, we could level them up immediately, because a gathering fruit will give you 100 path points. If you remember from my previous videos, or if you're new, gathering points or path points are experience. Every 100 experience a character gets, you can level them up like we just did. Characters earn path points from their tasks, so gathering or crafting. So let's take a look. We have some impregnation salves. So you know what? I'm actually going to give that to our 3 females. So Ginger. Oops. You know what? I have Anubis still doing that. Okay. So I think I gave that to Ginger. I'm gonna give it to Anubis. We'll give it to Jade. So our 3 females are gonna get pregnant when I believe the nursery's done being built. We have some scabious menders, which has a 20% chance to cure a random disease. I haven't, knock on wood, noticed any diseases in my playthroughs yet. We have some chamomile cures, which will cure random injury traits. Our rock splitter's hut is complete right here. So this will allow a rock splitter, our Ginger, to start cutting rocks. So that's why I made it really close, because after they gather from this deposit, they're going to go to this building. But then they're going to have to bring that to, I believe, blue, to this industry mount. So if we can get some extra clay, we can make these industry mounts the places where they're going to bring the eventual resources to add to our stockpile. We're going to bring them a little closer, so there's less walking. But we don't have a ton of clay. If you take a look, we have 50 clay, which sounds like a lot, but each of these mounds cost, I believe, 10 clay. So, and there are other things in the game that require clay, so we don't want to waste it. You may have noticed as we have made some buildings, because the woodcutter's hut is now ready, we can make some new stuff. So I'm going to make a stack of firewood, and oh, here's our rock shelter already. Perfect. So I'm going to make a rock shelter rather than a wooden shelter, because I feel like at the beginning of the game wood is used a lot more than rocks. So because we have a rock splitter, which is ginger, we can make rock shelters. Only cost 2 chunks of rock. So shelters in this game, what they do is they remove fatal mind traits. So if we look at our characters, this is the mind stat, and once the energy bar goes all the way down to 0, you'll gain a fatal trait in that specific stat, and that will reduce the stat by 1. Once again, if that stat goes down to 0, then the character dies. But we will make sure our characters don't die this time. So let's make a stone shelter there for those people, and we are going to make a shelter up here. So a place, and that's the difference between RimWorld. RimWorld, I feel like there's a lot of, like, characters have to sleep every day. So there's a lot of time that you're watching them sleep, or you're fast forwarding time at that time. In this game, characters don't really need to sleep as much. We're gonna make a privy. We'll make a privy right here. Okay. Wooden comb. Wooden combs cures fatal soul and applies a condition. It generates unity, which is a resource here. Over time, it does cost 2 tree trunks, so we got to 27, 25. It will make 3 combs, so that's what the number up here is for. So that's done. Now let's take a look at our characters. Everyone's gaining experience at different rates, but it's generally uniform. Let's see. So knight, myself, I'm going to be one of the main fighters. To keep going with what's in the stockpile, we have some water. We have some plain shroom, which are typically used to cure fatal body, but if we cook it, it'll be more powerful. There's our clay. We in this specific campaign map, we start off with some weapons. So we have 1 for each color. So if anyone has 10 self stat, we could give them. Actually, we could give Anibis the gun if we want. We might do that. We might do that. Should we do that? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. We'll equip players with weapons a little bit later. Let's see. We have a scrap spear, so someone with high soul, which is the white trait. You can tell white outline of the icon means it uses that. We need 10 of that stat. We crafted a bathing hut over here. We'll need firewood periodically to fuel it. Let's see. So the gathering hut is ready. We have here I am knight. I am beating up on this training dummy. I believe that should be earning me some influence, the red resource. And if I hit it, or if I conduct it 5 more times, it's a little bit hard to see, but that's the number 5. If I hit it or conduct the activity 5 more times, I will be able to, on the next level up, choose a specialized fighting class. Let's keep going. We have scrap fist weapons for a person with high heart, the red resource, or high red stat. We have a scrap mace for a high mind stat person. We also have a scrap axe, so we have 1 for each stat, but a lot of our characters do not have 10. I believe Anibis is the only character right now that has more than 10 in a specific stat. We have 3 armors for each, we have 3 armors: chest armors, head armors, and both bone, increasing our resistance and endurance. In this game, in the first man, endurance is basically health, right here. And then resistance is this secondary stat right here. It basically decreases the amount of damage that you take. So we will equip that later, but most likely Hunter is going to be, knight is going to be equipping that. So let's pass it on to me now, because I know I'll be fighting. Bind. Okay. I think, let's see. Okay. I am going to equip myself with a weapon. Let's see. I thought I saw some maces. I don't see any maces, so I won't bother with that. I thought maybe one of my characters was supposed to have a mace on them. Oh, Hunter has it. I'm gonna send that to me for now, temporarily. Jade and there. Okay, so Knight, we're going to bind this makeshift club. There we go. Here I am hitting it. So we have our woodcutter's hut here. We have our gatherer's hut. We have a rock shelter. Okay. Enemies are going to be coming along this path over here, so they're going to go around. We have our wooden bathing hut. If players use it, it'll remove fatal soul. Soul, once again, is the white stat. We have a rocky speech platform. That is for Anubis, our entertainer. Entertainers, they'll go practice jokes on this speech platform, and then they will place dirty jokes. They'll scrawl dirty jokes into the ground, which will remove fatal souls, the black stat, which was what we were struggling with in my previous 2 videos. We have our rock splitter's hut over here. Knight, I've almost leveled up. We have our nursery right here. Now that we have our nursery, our 3 women are going to use those impregnation salves. Yep. So as you can see, Ginger is preggo, and let's see. I guess after maybe 1.5 sons, she'll give birth. We have a lot of Shadowborn characters and 1 Fireborn. So that's something good, because hopefully we'll get enough of this black resource amenity. We'll be able to unlock an amenity, or what's called adaptation. And adaptation is a community-wide permanent bonus. But it only typically, at least at the time of this video, adaptations only apply to specific elements. So it'll be all Shadowborn characters get +1 to body, or all Fireborn characters get +1 to mind. But it won't be all humans or all men or all women. It's going to be all elements. So if your community is unlucky and you have tons of different elements, then adaptations, I feel, isn't that good, isn't that useful. So a lot of buildings have been built. Let's see if we need to make anything else. We made a privy, so to relieve ourselves. We made firewood, so I'm going to make a bonfire. Bonfires are used to remove fatal heart, so the red stat right here. Anything else we need to make? Made the nursery. We made that. Okay, we have our 2 rock shelters, and we're good. We're good right now, and I believe I leveled up. There we go. So I gained 100, and it's, as you can see, being raised. Let's see, what am I going to do? Berserker class. I wonder. Let's see. I'm going to try this. I hope this works out properly. I prefer to be a hunter, but every single warrior I've made is usually focuses on the heart stat. So let's do one with scoundrel, because my highest... Oh, actually, I have very high in body as well. I could be tanky with the fighter class versus the scoundrel. Let's give it a try. Let's do a scoundrel today. So when you pick your class, it actually is kind of like a free choice. And then, let's see. So no archetypes. Okay. Let's see. Whenever you get a fatal self. So what's... Let me just double check something. I've picked the scoundrel. And... path points. I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to pay attention to see whether I gain experience hitting the training dummy. Let's see. There's a new training dummy. I can make a scrap dagger if I gained a little bit more self. Well, let's see. Okay, that's fine. Let's hope that works. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure whether I need to pick an entertainer so that I can gain some more blacks or some self stats, and then I can use all of the black or these self-related gear. So I'm going to hold off on leveling for now. I'm going to level everyone else up. Anubis, our entertainer and nursemaid, will probably put her points into... Oh, what? This is new. Whimsical. Black work time activities gain 1 extra amenity. Okay. Amenity is this resource, the black resource right here. We could kind of use that. But this is more important. We are going to put... Let's see... I'm going to have her learn doting. Doting applies a buff to a child, which prevents them or removes fatal stacks, or fatal traits. So we're going to do that. She's good. Ginger. Ginger is our rock cutter. Let's see. I can give her this one, and this gives her a 15% chance to collect another chunk of rock for each stack. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to have her learn artisan, so that we can make a crafting table right outside. And the reason why we're doing that is because we need someone to have a crafting table so that we can make tools, which will give you 1 additional stack of the resource you're collecting. Okay, Hunter, your turn. Hunter is our gatherer and water carrier, very important. Let's see. We can make him a cook too if we feel like it. Let's see, is there any good stats here? Nope. 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 I am going to give him... So I have a choice between giving him typically green breather, 10% chance to restore 20 body energy whenever they do a green at work time activity. So that's all he's doing. The only thing Hunter does is green time activities, gathering or water carrying. So 10% chance to restore 20 energy, which is 20% of your energy. Or we can have him be a cook. We don't have we actually have food. I could do that. I'll do that. We'll have him cook, and we'll make a cooking station then. We'll make the cooking station over here. Okay. And that'll allow us to cook some food. Oh, I did gain experience. Okay, so with knowing that, I don't need to pick up entertainer. I can just let him do his fighting skills. So now, let's take a look. Leery. Let's see. Taking fatal self while in combat increases haste. Don't care about that. Taking damage has an 8% chance to grant 50 resistance. Ooh, that's a lot. Aberrant. Stalker. Stabber. Stab now deals extra damage equal to the skill's rank. Or I can do a firer. I'm going to focus on, since Anubis has high self as well, I'll give her the gun and I will use the knife. So the question is, do I want to invest in any other skills right now? Gain 5 path points. Oh, I think I need to do this. This first. Whenever, because I'm going to be gaining fatal selves, so this will give me 5 path points. Once again, that's experience. I want to level up faster. So, hey, go make yourself a scrap dagger, please. And let's see, Jade has leveled up. Jade is our woodcutter, and she's prego. Let's see. So let's see, what can I take? I'm going to give. I'm contemplating this one. This character will occasionally help other characters by encouraging them, granting them 10 path points and a small energy regeneration. That's pretty good. But also we want to concentrate, give her points to make her a better woodcutter. So I'm going to give her this one instead, Competent Cutter, giving a 15% chance per stack to collect an additional tree trunk. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And we are good. And knowing that, let's take a look now. So I'm going to give the gun to Anubis, or Anubis. Where did you go? Let's see. There, Anubis. So we're going to bind the gun to Anubis, so she'll be shooting her gun. And then I will be making my Scrap dagger should be done eventually. And then, question is, should I give Anubis armor? I think we need to make someone else like a melee fighter. Someone with high white stat, which no one really does, unfortunately. So, if you guys noticed, oh, there's the scrap dagger. Let's focus on that first. Knight, where's that scrap dagger? Send to Knight. And here. So, just to take a look, this makeshift club has its own abilities, I guess. A basic attack, half a foot range, 1 second cast, 0 second cooldown. So you just keep attacking, dealing only 2 health damage. There is, you can spend 100 body energy in battle, basically reducing your stat by 1. And it has a half foot range. It does take some time to cast. It does have a 60-second cooldown, but then you'll deal 3 times damage, dealing 6 damage. And it interrupts the character. So let's see what the scrap dagger does. And unfortunately, as you just may have noticed, bound items are just replaced. They don't go back into the character's inventory. They, for whatever reason, the devs have chosen right now, at the time of this video, that when you equip something, it just replaces, and poof, the bound item that was there is gone. So we have a scrap dagger for myself. We have a stab, which I can use. It does 3 damage, so 1 extra damage compared to the crack, I believe. Let's see. And if I get the stacker, or sorry, the stabber trait, or that ability, then I'll deal 1 extra damage. If I get the blood gusher ability, it applies 1 stack of minor bleeding. Pretty cool. And then what's this? Lurker's Assault interrupts. Cannot be cast out of combat. And what is this? Deals 11 damage. Ooh, ton of damage. I need 2 stacks of the finesse trait. Okay, so I should look out for finesse so I can do a lot of damage. Okay, one thing I'm going to look at right here. 20 minutes until the first wave. That's how long the video is going to go for today. In today's video, we are going to get to the 20 minutes and show off the first wave of enemies. And as always, if you want a character in my videos, just leave it in the comments below. You know, the sex, the name, and anything else. Like if there's a specific element you're looking for, if there is a specific profession you're looking for. Can't guarantee the profession or the element, but I can definitely put you in the game. Okay, so I leveled up again. That was fast. So let's see. That's really bad. Okay, this is one of my least favorite personalities. There's a 5% chance to apply Fatal Self trait right here. And it gives whenever any work time activity is completed, and it'll give you 2 amenity. So 2 amenity is not bad. Actually, it's pretty good, but I had characters dying left, right, and center because of that. Let's see. No, I don't want that. Let's take a look. Is there finesse? Where's that finesse thing? Where's finesse? I don't see 2 stacks of finesse. Maybe that's what this thing is called. This path is called. Let's see. I'm just going to keep looking for finesse just in case it's hiding somewhere. I'm not too sure how we're going to get that. Let's see. Finesse, 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 finesse. Okay, so it's not in there. So should I take stabber? I'm leaning towards stabber right now. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We took stabber. Stab now deals extra damage equal to the skill's rank. So when they use their basic attack, we'll be doing 1 extra damage. Pretty cool. Okay, cool. So let's see what's happening now. We have. Let's see. So we can make a woodcutter's hatchet and a pickaxe, makeshift gatherer's sickle. So let's take a look at our characters first. So Ginger can definitely use it, and Hunter can no, Hunter does not need it. Jade would need it. So we definitely need a woodcutter's hatchet and a pickaxe. And let's see. There is this option here, trade crate. If we trade 10 rocks, we can get 175 industry. We don't need that right now. We might make some... Let's see, how's our firewood going? Firewood is at 3. We still got a bit of firewood. I'm going to make some plain shroom soup. It costs 3 plain shroom, 2 water. We don't have a lot of water. 27 actually is not bad. Hunter will make that. We're going to make 3 stacks of it, giving us 12 at the end. And then that will allow us to make the plain shroom soup pot, where if you drink the soup from the pot rather just than from the stockpile, it will cure 2 fatal bodies versus the 1, and it'll restore 20 energy versus the 10. So let's do that. Anything else we need to make? No, but I'm quite sure someone leveled up. Yeah, Anubis leveled up. So Anubis here, let's just move it up. Take a look at some of our characters. Right here, as you can see here, Knight here is because he's a caretaker. He's teaching this child here, Portia, and they're going to gain a developing infant stack. Once again, gaining 15 points when they hit childhood, which is age 6. So good job, you. Let's go back to Anubis. Anubis is our caretaker, our caretaker and entertainer. So let's see, any good abilities? I think very important. I'm gonna take, let's see, this one. So this one, teaching activities have a 10% chance to apply a stack of developing infant. That stack, that buff we're talking about. So we're gonna take that. And see, Knight, I don't have that ability yet, but he has I think a passion or a buff that he can select on level ups that will, when he teaches an infant or child, he gets a 30% chance to apply that experience buff on him. So see here, Fran has, it's hard to see, but he has 2. There's a 2 right here. So we have 30 experience when this character hits levels or age 6, but he'll be taught quite a few times. And just as an example, this child's crying right now because it wants to feed and it wants to play. So Anubis is tending to those needs, hopefully applying a stack of developing infant. So we got some characters leveled up, but we did make some hatchets. We made a hatchet. Hatchet goes to Jade. Let's give it to Jade. And Jade over here, we will equip this makeshift hatchet in the weapon slot. And this, whenever she now cuts wood, she'll be gaining 2 tree trunks. If this passion perk triggers, 3 tree trunks, which is very important. Wood is very important in the game. We're going to eventually need to make someone into a mudder, a person that collects clay. Because 43 sounds like a lot, but there are quite a few things we can make out of clay that will use a lot of it. Okay, let's level up some more characters. Let's see. We got, who's this? Ginger. What's this? Hemophobia. I think that's afraid of blood. Okay. So last time we took the artisan that allowed us to craft all sorts of stuff. Stonemason, not really needed. Let's see. If we take Warcrafter, we will learn a weapon blueprint for free based off their element, which will be red. And who's the next red person? That'd be me. Which is not needed right now. Weaver, no. She is our rock splitter. Any cool rock splitting abilities here? Finish the work time, 5% chance. Nah, it's not that great. Nope. Fatal heart. Nah. Work time, mind experience. Oh, that's not bad. It's not great though. I'm gonna keep focusing on skillful splitter. So now Ginger can equip. Let's send this to Ginger. She'll equip the pickaxe. So now she has whenever she gathers rock, she'll be gathering 2 rocks rather than 1. And with that passion perk we just selected, there's a 15% chance when she gathers, she'll get 3. Hunter is sleeping over here because he has a mind fatal trait. Sleeping will remove that. And one of the big differences, if I look at each character, if I cycle through each character, you'll notice very few of them have big stacks of fatal traits because I know how fatal traits work. I know how to remove them much better now. But Hunter did level, so let's take a look. Hunter is our gatherer, water carrier, and cook, and he's sleeping. Okay. let's take a look. What can Hunter do? Pan chef. Cooking on a pan takes less time. Grants 2 prosperity and 1 path point. I think that is for when he crafts, like when he sautés. Because there's crafting in a pan and crafting in a pot. Pot is for obviously soups. So let's see. Is there anything we can take? We can make them gather salt. I don't want to do that. One of the big things about this game is you don't want to give them too many passions, the skills with hearts. Otherwise, they won't do what you want them to do. They're going to be busy getting you a resource that you actually don't want at that time. So let's see. Amenity, path point. Maybe this might be helpful. Let's see. Green work time activity. I don't think we have to worry about that. Let's see. Pan. 2 prosperity. Nah. Whenever this character finishes a work time activity, gain 1 body energy. That might be useful. Fatal soul. What should we do? Oh, this one. I'm going to take this instead. Green work time activities, which is everything he does, grants 2 extra prosperity, which is right here. And the reason why I want that is if we can get 50 prosperity, we can give a nursemaid, a character with nursemaid, so Lindaris, the ability to be fertile. It's a perk of some sort. And that will mean every sun up here, every time there's a year, I think a sun is considered a year. Every time a year changes, there's a 25% chance that they'll automatically get pregnant. Because otherwise, you have to make what's called impregnation salves, and those cost, 325 prosperity. So if you become pregnant even twice between now and death, you've paid off the cost of two impregnation salves. So let's go back to Hunter. We're going to go with that. Efficient Gatherer. Perfect. And Jade is leveled up. So let's take a look. Let's see what's happening over here. So there's Jade. And she is our woodcutter. Any good? Ooh, what's this? This is a 3-star personality. +1 to soul, +20 to Moira, which is actually quite a lot. Modifies trigger chances of all traits. Huh. I don't really understand that right now, how that works. So I'm going to look at the other stats. 1 extra industry. I don't really care about that too much. So I am tempted. Let's see. 25% chance to save 1 industry per stack after each completed building. Nah. Whenever this character receives Fatal Heart, influence increases by 5. That could be kind of useful. I might do that. And let's see. Or I can keep adding to this. Increase the stack so we get more and more trees. 3 soul experience, matriarchal experience. Let's go with this woodcutter. Additional stack. Okay. Let's take a look at our stockpile. We have 12 plain shrooms. That means we have the ability to make a plain shrooms soup pot. So Hunter, make it close to over here, I guess. I think that actually here would be a good spot. Perfect. And after that, make another stack of plain shroom soup. I'm going to run out of water before I run out of, I think. Actually, we're running out of shrooms already. So that's that. Oh, let's see. Let's look at the age of the children. Once the children become, I believe, age 5, I'm going to use the remaining 2 impregnation salves to, get more babies. Okay, so what is Knight doing? Knight is right here. He is teaching Portia again. Let's see. Ooh, he has the invulnerable personality. This is an amazing personality, giving high stats to all stats and extra health. So this is perfect that he's actually a fighter. So that's good. And let's see, Anubis. Since technically you're going to be my other fighter, I'm going to give you a set of bone armor. Once again, bone armor increases resistances by 3, endurance and endurance. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. We have to think about who's going to be our 3rd fighter in my team. Ginger, Hunter. I'm basically trying to find someone that has a high stat, but we don't have any. Don't think it would have to be Hunter. So I need Hunter to level up his his green body stat faster. So I think very soon he has 69 experience. Once he gets 75 experience, it'll level to base 4, meaning that his body stat will increase by 1. And then we will give him the scrap axe that's here. It needs 10 body though to use. So let's take a look at relations. We have 7 minutes until our first wave of attackers come. So I do kind of want a third person to help fight. Let's see what else is happening. Knight has almost leveled up. Let's take a look what the rest of the people are doing. Anubis is taking a bath. Can't see. Ginger is warming up, removing a fatal body. Oh, speaking of warming up, do we have any more firewood? No more fire. Oh, we have one more firewood right here. So I do want to make more firewood, because firewood's being used for both the wooden bathing hut and the bonfire. Hunter just made some plain shroom soup, so we have some extra. Because what's special about this soup pot is that it has 10 stacks of the soup in it. And once it runs out, if there are any more soup, the cook will bring it over and place it in there. I usually run out of soup and materials to make soup before that happens though. What's next? Anything else we can make? Let's see. Hunter is the only person that doesn't have a tool. I'm wondering whether I should make a gathering sickle, which will allow him to gain an extra crop. Or I could give him the gatherer's sharpened rock. Only costs 2 rocks, and if he ever gathers shrooms, which I don't think he has, we'll get 4 additional prosperity, which is that green resource, which is what we want. You know what? Let's make 1. So let's see. So that's that. Oh, we got level ups. So I leveled up. Let's take a look at where I am. I'm once again preparing to teach. And I'm teaching Portia again, my favorite student. Let's see. A lot of stacks there. So we're looking for finesse. Oh, here's Blood Gusher. So that is this special thing. So applies 1 stack from my basic attack. So the stab attacks now apply minor bleeding affliction. 2 damage every 10 seconds. It's not great. It's not horrible though. And we're going to fight soon. We only have 2 fighters. I'm tempted to become a very strong fighter. Although maybe I should take this, Nimble Dodger. Taking damage has 8% chance to grant 50 resistance for 10 seconds. That's actually quite a lot. I should probably take that as the fighter. Let's see, endurance. In combat, health regen. No. Let's see. Regenerates 1 self energy while in combat. I don't know where the finesse trait is though. Need to find where finesse is. Let's see. No, slothful stride. So I'm slower in. I can take this. And this will increase myself by 2. And so my stride will decrease, meaning I'm going to move slower, but then I will have haste, meaning that I'll attack faster, I believe. Not too sure. I don't want to chance it right now. So I think I'll take the Blood Gusher right now. I'll take the Blood Gusher, maybe next level. I should really be putting more points into Caretaker so that we can take care of the children better. Oh, looks like we have enough points to unlock a adaptation. But you know what? I don't have a lot of characters and they're all busy doing things. So I might wait on that. I could get an adaptation. But a lot of my characters are also Shadowborn, and if we take black passion perks, archetypes that are black related, it costs that black resource amenity. So we don't. I don't want to use that. But speaking of, Ginger finished that sharpening rock. Let's give that to Hunter. And who knows? Maybe equipping this means that it'll force him to gather some resources. And did he gain? Hunter, yeah, see, Hunter leveled up his body, so it's at 9. Okay, so let's see, anything new that we can craft? Let's see, we have cooking station, crafting station. No, nothing, technically nothing new. Okay, now let's take a look at relations. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, enemies are going to be coming to us soon, so we got to be ready. Okay, there's the death crawler. Just if you want to take a look at the map. A lot of plain shrooms over here. A lot of trees. We got some sticks over here. We got a copper vein mine very close to town if we get anyone to become copper miners. From what I've seen, copper is used to get upgraded tools. If you have copper tools, unlike the makeshift tools, like say Jade has a makeshift hatchet, if you get a copper hatchet, she'll get 2 extra tree trunks from the tool. So there is purpose to it, but I don't think we have enough characters right now to be copper miners. Let's see, what is Ginger doing over here? Scrap tools. I don't know what crafting scrap tools does. Let's see, we have firewood here. We have plain soups over here. Oh, relations, something happened. Let's see, we have plain shrooms and a cooking station. Why don't I saute some? Okay, so Ginger, or sorry, I think Hunter, let's make some shrooms. We only have 6 though. You can do it twice, I guess, if you want. And that will hopefully do something. Okay, so 1 minute, we're going to get attacked. And these people still want us to make a rock crate. Do we have a lot of chunks of rock? Only 33. 33 is okay. It's not great. And he's carrying water right now. Good job, Hunter. We need water. I always run out of water about mid-game. Okay, so there's our training dummy, bonfire. What's Jade doing? Jade is taking a bath. Okay, I'm hoping she's doing something there. I can't tell, or if she's stuck. Let's see. Where is Night? Where is Night? Let's see. Night. Sleeping. Oh, I'm sleeping right now. Okay, there I am. Let's see, anything in our stockpile we need? No. Grass seeds. I don't feel like we need to level anyone. Let's see. Scrap spear. Okay, no one. Ginger, no. We have 3 children. Fran, Portia, Leotine, which will change their names eventually. Fran, as you can see, is airborne, with the symbol of like a tornado or air cyclone. This one, unlike most other elements, gives +1 to all the primary stats versus, say, 3 to a specific stat. So Portia is waterborne, and Leotine is earthborne. Interesting. Okay. So Hunter just made some plain shrooms. Did that do anything? I don't know. He made some plain shrooms, sauteed. So let's see. Hunter's a perfectionist. He started with his personality. Finishing work time activities grant 4 mind experience. So his mind stat will be probably second highest. Okay, great. Let's see. Let's take a look at another character. Anyone level up yet? No one is leveled up. And as you can see here in the bottom left, a beam of corrupted energy signals an approaching evil. Preparations must be made. So that means that the 40 minutes has passed and the enemy is spawning over here, and they're making their way. They're going to make their way around here and go for the depth crawler. But that means we're going to have to send our guys to fight. And I guess, Hunter, you're going to have to join. You're going to join the group. Although you don't really have a weapon, so I don't think that's smart. Let's remove him. And I guess we'll take Ginger and Jade, only because they have tools. So the 3 damage from the hatchet chop, and Ginger has the pickaxe whack. 3 damage is nothing to sneeze about, whereas Hunter only has his fist, which will only do 1 damage. It's not even worth it. So you know what? I'm gonna wait a moment. Okay, so they're gonna get attacked soon. We have our babies over here, far away from the path of the enemies. See, if we made a nursery over here, that'd be very bad, because the enemies will come and they will beat up on your babies. They won't die, unless your entire settlement dies. But you know, it's just horrible to see kids go unconscious because they're babies. Let's see. So you know what? Let's draft our guys and let's select knight and let's go right here. We're gonna get them into position because enemies are gonna come soon. Okay. There's Jade. There's Ginger. There's Knight. And let's... Oh, there. See? There we go. You guys found a fight? Okay. So, Knight. We can't use that ability yet, unfortunately. Let's see. Anubis, we are going to use this ability. Let's see. Fading Shot deals 7 damage, interrupts. I'm going to use this ability here. Survivor's Outcry. It uses up a little bit of energy from everything. But this will basically reset threat, so he'll focus on someone else. There we go. In a moment. Stop looking at me. Okay, let's use some self-energy to shoot this guy. Fading Shot. As you can see here, if I hold Alt, you can see the health bars and cooldown bars going. That's a nice easy fight. Let's slow down time a little bit. Enemies are destroyed. They dropped some stuff, so it looks like they dropped scrap sword and shield. I'll just actually go normal speed. They dropped some bones. And they dropped a bone club. Looks like they dropped some other stuff here too. Path essence. So I can get someone to gather from here and that'll give them 15 experience points. Probably give it to Ginger. No. Who needs a level more than other people? Jade? Nah. Anubis? Yes, Anubis. We'll let Anubis take it. So let's move our characters over here to change that. We'll undraft them. They'll go do their own things. We're gonna select Anubis though. And before she helps a child, I'm gonna have her gather this path points, and that should go from 100 to 115. She picked up something else. So sometimes when you kill critters or enemies, it will drop essences or path points on the ground, which you can gather, and you can assign it to different people. So Anubis now has 115. We will unpause time. We will level her up, and most likely we're going to give her, let's see, one of these abilities. We can make her a bard or an innkeeper, which we won't do right now. +1 amenity. That's not too important. Let's see. This is, I like kind. Kind is one of my favorite ones to pick. Let's see. Passion. If we only had 33 more prosperity, see, we can give her fertile. That's a 25% chance to get pregnant every son. Let's see. Graceful. Whenever she tends to a child, we get 1 unity, which is this resource. Not really too important to me, but this one's pretty good. Tending grants 1 experience to all infant stats. So if you haven't leveled anything, the first level, you only need 7 experience. Very little experience to level up. And why is that important? When your character starts dying, you're going to be losing 1 stat across the board for that character. And remember, when any stat hits 0, they die. So you kind of want your characters to be balanced, or at least, you know, keep a lot of the stats high, as high as you can go. So I'm going to do pampering for you. And that is that. Those characters are eventually going to fade away. And that was 1 battle. And now we have another 55 minutes till the next wave. So we did very well right there. Let's take a look at night. No one took any injuries, right? No one took any injuries. Oh, no, you're sleeping. That's fine. Nebus, you're fine. Okay. So I think now that is a good spot to call it. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is The First Men. This is going to be releasing on November 2nd, so Wednesday of this week. It should be for about, I believe, $25 US. And this is as you can see, a simulation game. Very similar, I feel, to RimWorld. It's more about individual characters and the way you build them, rather than, maybe you can say, looking, and it's a very different feel. I definitely say, and a very different graphic style. Love it. But thanks for joining me today. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on the First Men, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.